Hello guys, so we are again starting on the daily time frame here on silver. What we can see here on the daily time frame, Friday made a kind of consolidating day. We didn't get a reaction by either a bearish zone or a bullish one, but at the moment we are looking like the price wants to keep on pushing to the downside, taking out those lows over here with that extreme target below those swing lows over here. Why I'm thinking that is that we have pushed the upside, then a nice rejection from it, from that fair value gap over here, and we've reached that order block here on the daily time frame, which at the moment is still acting as a support for the price, but we're gonna see if we are going to invert it and destroy the confluence over here that is keep on pushing the price to the upside. The 4-hour time frame, here we can see kind of a better structure. We have that push to the upside on Tuesday. It failed over here to make a new high above that one over here. And from there on, we started to reject to the downside. We've swept that swing low here and closed the candle below it, making a bearish market structure shift to the downside. Then we've got a kind of consolidating market trying to push to the upside, but still failing to do so, and respecting that that order block here on the 4-hour time frame. And then we have that weekly open with very nice volume imbalance to the downside, which at the moment for me it points that the market is most likely going to push to the downside, and we will be looking for trades to those extremes over here, those two equal lows, as well as that extreme over here and those lows over here. The hourly time frame, what we can see over here is that we've got a kind of good drop to the downside after a test of the volume imbalance zone. And here we are finding a zone that we start to consolidate again. So we will be looking for the New York open, maybe a manipulation above London highs, and from there a push to the downside. That is something that I will be expecting, because we are looking for an S&T before we take a entry. So waiting for the New York open, maybe a sweep of London highs, and from there on to position myself for a short. Gold, it looks like we're pushing to the downside in here as well. We've got that push to the upside, order block, respect of it, aggressive drop to the downside. We are now testing that order block here on the daily time frame as well as on silver. We've got that push in Tuesday to the upside, making a swing high point over here, and from there on we start to reject to the downside. The 4-hour time frame, what it looks like, we have a push sweep of those highs over here, and from there on we're kind of building a momentum to the downside. We've swept those lows over here. We're gonna see after 2 hours if we have a closure below them, which will confirm the bearish bias as well. We have that invert fair value gap over here, which should act as a support if you want to see a push to the downside. That inverted fair value gap should stay above the price, and when we test it to see a reaction like that one over here. So at the moment we are looking very okay to see a bearish drop to the downside. We will be looking for New York open to see a consolidation over here, sweep of the highs, and then a push to the downside, with the target for the day. Maybe the best one should be over here with the start of that fair value gap here on the 4-hour time frame. That is what we should look for. Euro on the other half, here the market does not present a very clear structure that we can use at the moment. Daily time frame, we're just consolidating into that zone. We don't have a good structure that we can use and say that from here on we will push to the upside or the downside. We don't have a clear PD area that can point us to any of the directions. So at the moment we don't have a clear bias, at least on the daily time frame. The 4-hour, what we can see over here is kind of market that is trying to have a slow structure to the downside. Over here we break the cycle and had pushed to the upside, swept all those highs over here, and then again rejected to the downside. which at the moment on the 4-hour time frame, if we are looking for quick positions, we might look for a short position later today, but it is not a high probability position, so I will for sure skip it, since on Monday my win rate is not the best one. So for today, I won't take any trades here on Euro, since we don't have a clear structure. The daily time frame is kind of consolidating, the 4-hour is kind of consolidating, the hourly time frame is not having a very good structure. The only thing that is saving it is that volume imbalance here, which pushed the price a little bit lower, but as we can see, the adjustation is in a pure range. So just the probabilities here are not in our side, so we will just skip Euro for today. Pound on the daily time frame, here the structure is a little bit different. We're for sure in a bullish structure. We've made a bullish PD areas over here, which are for the moment respected. At the moment, we also test that order book here on the daily time frame, which, if you want to keep on pushing to the upside, should respect should be respected today, and we should see a reaction to the upside. 4-hour time frame kind of looks sketchy. We have a push to the upside, market structure here below that swing low with that volume imbalance. We've also closed below that swing low over here, but we are also into that 4-hour fair value gap here, which at the moment is skipping the price still, and it might push it to the upside. And the hourly time frame, same exact consolidation as on the euro chart. So at the moment I won't consider anything neither on the pound nor the euro. So at the moment we'll leave them behind and we'll check them again tomorrow to see if we have a better structure to trade on. For it will be better if we see a push to the upside over here, closing a bullish day, so we can keep on looking for a bullish price action. But until then, I just won't look for anything in there. That will be it for today.